Hey guys. All right, how an infinite hotel ran out of room. I've heard this theoretical problem, and it makes sense, but it also I have a little. Anyways, let's learn more about it. 6-minute video. Veritasium. Preemptive like. Let's go. My name's Connor. If you knew, I watch things and learn stuff. Hit all the buttons. Let's go.
Hotel with infinite rooms.
I get the concept, because if you have an infinite, is this 4K?
3, 4.
Cool. So like, there's an infinite hotel room, and so when you go, they say, "Oh, it's booked," and it's, well, if there are infinite rooms, why don't you have number 3 move to number 4, 4 to 5, blah 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 blah, and then number 3 will be open, something like that.
And so on forever. This is the Hilbert Hotel, and you are the manager. Now, it might seem like you could accommodate anyone who ever shows up, but there is a limit, a way to exceed even the infinity of rooms at the Hilbert Hotel. To start, let's say only one person is allowed in each room and all the rooms are full.
Okay.
There are an infinite number of people in an infinite number of rooms. Then someone new shows up and they want a room, but all the rooms are occupied. So what?
Okay, I already feel like sort of an idiot, because the infinites kind of cancel out in the theoretical problem in my mind, because, well, there's an infinite number of rooms, but there's also an infinite number of people in the rooms. So let's see what
should you do? Well, lesser manager might turn them away, but you know about infinity, so you get on the PA and you tell all the guests to move down a room. So the person in room 1 moves to room 2, the one in room 2 moves to room 3, and so on down the line. And now you can put the new guest in room 1. If a bus shows up with 100 people, you know exactly what to do. Just move everyone down 100 rooms and put the new guests in their vacated rooms. But now say a bus shows up that is infinitely long, and it's carrying infinitely many people. You knew what to do with a finite number of people, but what do you do with infinite people?
Same thing.
You think about it for a minute and then come up with a plan. You tell each of your existing guests to move to the room with double their room number. So the person in room 1 moves to room 2 moves to room 4, room 3 to room 6, and so on. And now all of the odd-numbered rooms are available. And you know there are an infinite number of odd numbers, so you can give each person on the infinite bus a unique odd-numbered room. This hotel is really starting to feel like it can fit everybody, and that's the beauty of infinity. It goes on forever. And then all of a sudden, more infinite buses show up. Not just one,
have an infinite amount of infinite buses. I don't...
1 or 2, but an infinite number of infinite buses. So what can you do? Well, you pull out an infinite spreadsheet, of course. You make a row for each bus, bus 1, bus 2, bus 3, and so on, and a row at the top for all the people who are already in the hotel. The columns are for the position each person occupies. So you've got hotel room 1, hotel room 2, hotel room 3, etc. And then bus 1, seat 1, bus 1, seat 2, bus 1, seat 3, and so on. So each person gets a unique identifier, which is a combination of their vehicle and their position in it. So how do you assign the rooms? We'll start in the top left corner and draw a line that zigzags back and forth across the spreadsheet, going over each unique ID exactly once. Then imagine you pull on the opposite ends of this line, straightening it out. So we've gone from an infinite by infinite grid to a single infinite line. It's then pretty simple just to line up each person on that line with a unique room in the hotel. So everyone fits.
A big part of me wants to just say, look, the concept of infinity is infinity. You can call an infinite amount of rooms, an infinite amount of guests, an infinite amount of potential guests, an infinite amount of people on buses, and an infinite amount of buses. It just, infinite is infinite. And so it's easy to say, bus 1, seat 1, bus 1, seat 2, bus 50, seat 60, bus 50, seat 61. and part of me is just like, what's the point of this? I get it. Infinite. There is no number infinity, and so you're just going to keep going up. And so right there is no problem. Just keep making more rooms. Doesn't matter how many.
But now a big bus pulls up, an infinite party bus with no seats. Instead, everyone on board is identified by their unique name, which is kind of strange. So their names all consist of only 2 letters, A and B, but each name is infinitely long. So someone is named A, B, B, A, 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 and so on forever. Someone else is named A, B, A, B, A.
I get it.
Infinite sequence of these 2 letters.
I get it.
Now, A, B, B, A, 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 I'll call him Abba for short. He comes into the hotel to arrange the rooms. But you tell him, sorry, there's no way we can fit all of you in the hotel.
Why not?
And he's like, what do you mean? There's an infinite number of us, and you have an infinite number of rooms. Why won't this work? So you show him. You pull out your infinite spreadsheet again and start assigning rooms to people on the bus. So you have room 1, assign it to Abba, and then room 2 to AB, 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 AB repeating, and you keep going, putting a different string of A's and B's beside each room number. Now here's the problem, you tell Abba. Let's say we have a complete infinite list.
How do you have a complete infinite list?
Still write down the name of a person who doesn't yet have a room. The way you do it is you take the first letter of the
How do you have a complete infinite list?
person who doesn't yet have a room. The way you do it is you take the first letter of the first name and flip it from an A to a B. Then take the second letter of the second name and flip it from a B to an A. And you keep doing this all the way down the list, and the name you write down is guaranteed to appear nowhere on that list, because it won't match the first letter of the first name, or the second letter of the second name, or the third letter of the third name.
This is hurting my brain. How can there possibly be a name that has not been used yet if there are an infinite number? How do you... If there's an infinite number, then if you keep going down, the first letter, change it, second letter, change it to 2.
It will be different from every name on the list by at least 1 character, the letter on the diagonal. The number of rooms...
I don't get that. Because there's an infinite number of
character, the letter on the diagonal. The number of rooms in the Hilbert Hotel is infinite, sure, but it is countably infinite, meaning there are as many rooms as there are positive integers 1 to infinity.
Countably infinite?
By contrast, the number of people on the bus is uncountably infinite. If you try to match up each one with an integer, you will still have people left over.
This is just going over my head, guys. I don't see how it's possible. Infinite means infinite. Infinite means there is, when someone says, when someone says, there are infinite reality, infinite universes, and in some universe, well, if there are infinite universes, then that means there is a universe that is exactly the same as this one, except, say, one blade of grass in Kazakhstan is swaying this way rather than that way. Or everything is the same except one tree in Guatemala has one more leaf on it. And then there can be one who has just as many leaves, but that blade in Kazakhstan, it's just...
Infinities are bigger than others. So there's a limit to...
There can be an infinite universe where every single thing, let me know if I'm wrong, is exactly the same as it is right now where you are everywhere in the world at this moment, except but just with the amount of just with my movement. So there's a universe where everything is the exact same except I'm right here. Everything is the exact same except I'm right here. Everything is the exact same except my pinky is a trillionth of a centimeter this way. The concept of infinity is insane, and
the people that you can fit in the Hilbert Hotel. This is mind-blowing enough, but what's even crazier is that the discovery of different-sized infinities sparked a line of inquiry that led directly to the invention of the device you're watching this on right now. But that's a story for another time.
I get the problem, and I like problems like this, but part of me is always saying, is this just something with a simple answer that people are just going crazy with? But this is Veritasium, very intelligent guy. I forget his background. I get him mixed up with a few other like engineer type guys. I think he might have been part of NASA or something. And so extremely smart. He wouldn't just be talking about this if there wasn't a serious theoretical question. But if something is infinite, how can it be countably infinite? Anyways, trying out something different. I'm just going to throw this up on one of my channels, guys. See you later. I'm going to see how people like it, and if it's well received, I'll look at some more. Kind of a practice video. I'm not even going to put the I'll react to that. Sure, that's how, I'm not sure how you guys are going to receive this. All right, see you guys.